Hi folks, welcome back. So in a couple of previous videos, I've talked about this little command line tool I'm working on called MCPKnife. And I've made some videos explaining the basic functionality, but the TLDR is that this is kind of like a Swiss Army knife for MCP servers. It lets you create MCP servers, modify the tools on them, dynamically generate UI, and in this video, I quickly want to cover a couple of new subcommands that I've added. So I recently added an export and a deploy subcommand to this tool. And just as the name suggests, the export subcommand will take the entire pipeline that came before it and dump out the source code for it to the current directory or a directory of your choosing. And then the deploy command will take that source code for this combined MCP server and deploy it to some cloud service. Right now, I'm just working with fly.io because that seemed like a convenient one. So let me just quickly show you what that looks like. So here's a pipeline that I ran. This is the example I had in my old video as well. Here's a free dictionary API. So MCPKnife boot stands up an MCP server that serves tools that are implied by this API. MCPKnife mod takes this booted upstream MCP server and applies some transformations to it according to a natural language prompt. In this case, I'm saying I don't care about all the other tools, hide them, just create one new tool that returns synonyms and antonyms. MCPKnife UI will then dynamically generate UI for an MCP server and its tools. And these are the new ones. I export the source code and then I deploy it. So let me show you what the exported source code looks like. This is the directory. It's all in JavaScript. So for example, here's the source code for the define word tool. And as you expect, it just makes an HTTP call to the upstream API and returns a JSON response. And here you can find the code for this new tool that I asked it to generate. So you can see how it's calling both get synonyms and get antonyms on the upstream MCP server or the upstream API and making a new reply that is a combination of synonyms and antonyms. And then finally, it gets deployed to fly.io and it tells me what the endpoint is and also an auth token so that not just anyone can spam this server. And you can see it running over here in the fly.io dashboard. So given all that is running, I want to show you what it looks like. So here I brought it up in my ChatGPT app simulator, and you can see it running. We have these tools. We have just this one tool, the one that I asked for. And let me call it with some new word, happy. So there you go. You see synonyms and antonyms for happy. Let's try another word, light. All right, so some synonyms and antonyms for light. So as you can see, this is getting served off of this fly.io deployed MCP server with an auth token. So the tool now lets you export your source code in case you want to use that as a starting point and also deploy it to cloud so you can actually use it, and it has a dynamically generated UI as well. I hope that's useful, would welcome any feedback, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.